Canadian to you?
All right. Before you get me to the questions, my name is Master Corporal Russ Gray. Okay, I'm a member of the Canadian Army, and I serve at 21 Electronic Warfare Regiment in Kingston, Ontario. What it means to be a true Canadian to me is words come to my mind. Okay, pride, honor, okay, respect, dignity. And the reason these words come to mind when I think about what it is to be a true Canadian is because our country is built on these values, and we also pride ourselves on projecting those values across the globe. Okay, you can see that I'm in a uniform, and so to me, being a true Canadian means service, and it means sacrifice. Okay. That's what it means to me to be a true Canadian. I come from a military family. I'm a fourth-generation soldier, so that's what it means to me to be a Canadian. That answer your question? Kinda, sorta?
Yeah.
What is Canada's responsibility to the world?
It's okay. Go ahead. What was the other question? Yeah, what was the other question?
What is Canada's responsibility to the world?
Again, Canada's responsibility to the world to me is to, we have an obligation to carry on our tradition of being sort of the peacemakers, if you will, the voice of reason in situations, to be the ones that champion equality and fairness and justice. I think Canada has a role to play in the world in terms of sort of bringing together people, bringing nations together to compromise, to come to reasonable solutions in a diplomatic fashion for our differences and challenges, right? And that's what Canada's very good at that, right? We're a melting pot, aren't we? So as a melting pot as a country, we need to sustain that in the world and sort of show other countries that don't share those values that's strength, and lead by example. That's right. That's what I think.
Is there any experience that you've had in the armed forces that really show you what it means to be Canadian?
Sure. My service in Afghanistan showed me what it is to be Canadian. I served twice over there. And it showed me what it is to be Canadian in terms of not my service, but the men and women I served beside and with. Many of them made the ultimate sacrifices and didn't come home. Lots of folks came home, changed, and but that shows our strength, our ability to go overseas and make a positive difference in a world or in a country that's far less privileged than we are, obviously, right? And in the daily lives of in this case, Afghani people. So that sort of brought home for me what it was to be Canadian, because just as we try to do at home with social services, we try to take care of poverty and less fortunate folks and all that good stuff that we're sort of built on, right? We did that over there with the Afghan people. So certainly my service overseas is a good illustration of what it is to be Canadian, I think.
Okay, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you.